Hi and welcome back to another art hour. I'm kind of tired today, but I am gonna be working on a piece of art that I actually started, I think, not yesterday, but the day before that. And it's gonna be this. As you can see, I've done the body, and I put the rifle, the sniper rifle I wanted in the piece. So I'm just gonna try and kind of complete it. Um, if you're new here, you can join in the chat on the right side here on Picardo. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is a live stream that I do every Saturday from 6 to 7 Swedish time. You can join in the chat. I don't think you have to have an account. I think you can just type in your nickname down there where it says your message, and you can chat. You can ask me what you want, questions about how I do drawing stuff and stuff like that. You can ask me if I like some sort of movies and stuff like that. Just join in the chat and we can have some fun during this hour. So I'm always streaming an hour and no more, no less. So this is my character, which I'm working on for a comic. I think you have seen the character here, and let's see, I think it's this. Yes. So this is the colored kind of version. I'm still trying some colors out. I do want the pink hair though. Not sure about the eye colors though. I'm kind of iffy about that, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm gonna keep that so I can have a reference. So let's see. Her hair is kind of like that. Okay. So I'm gonna do a new layer, and I'm gonna actually sketch the hair on top. And let's see, I'm gonna do the hair like this. I'm trying to actually think if I should make it a little bit longer or not. It's always a question of how far can I take it before it becomes bad, or before I destroy it with too much tinkering. So this is pretty much just a sketch. I am going to ink it. So I'm just trying to do this character a lot right now so I can become more accustomed to the way to draw the character. And I'm actually starting to think if this girl maybe should be the main character instead of the guy that I was initially gonna do it with. Because, well, I like drawing girls, and girls are way more interesting and fun to draw than drawing guys. But that's me, that's my opinion. And I kind of like the design of this character. I think I can do a lot of fun stuff with her. So I'm gonna probably change her attitude a little bit more, because the first idea I had was that she was gonna be like the sidekick to the guy, but I'm actually thinking of doing her to the main character. Maybe the guy can be just someone she knows who is in the same field as her. Dun, 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 and I'm gonna do the piercings here. I'm gonna do the ear. So a good thing to do when you're creating new characters, at least for me, is to first find out what do you like and what do you want to do with the character. What's fun to draw for you. And sometimes you have to try some things out to make sure they work and feels right. And then it's just practicing drawing the character over and over and over again. And just try to become comfortable drawing the character over and over again, so it doesn't feel like you're, pushing yourself too hard. Let's see. She had the long hair back. Yeah, kind of. I don't know if it's like a mullet or something, but she has this kind of like the at the end. It's kind of like a ponytail thing, but not. Kind of hard to explain, but let's see. I'm gonna do like that, and we're gonna do the hair like that. I think that works. For the clothes, I'm actually thinking of doing something kind of like a military SWAT team kind of based thing, but I am not quite sure. I kind of want her to have like the punkish kind of like whatever attitude style clothing, but I'm not sure if I want to have her like, in bodysuits and military clothes and everything like that, because that kind of takes away the style that I want to go with. But at the same time, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do a new layer because I'm gonna do the eyes, and I'm gonna do. Let's see. Nope. That's a bad eye. I actually feel like I've become worse at doing eyes, which is a problem. Because eyes are usually the thing that makes the character come to life most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. And I'm actually thinking of making her smoke. Oh, dear Lord. Let's see here. I'm gonna put that. Maybe it's something like that. If we put it back, yeah, it kind of works. I can probably use it. Let's see, the hair was there. Okay, I'm gonna push this a little bit more top. Get that volume on the hair. My style is pretty much a mix between the American webcomic style and a lot of anime and manga, which I get reminded of all the time, which is fine. It's my style. At least people recognize my style these days, so I'm happy. I'm happy. Like I said, you can join the chat if you want to. You can ask me, talk to me, and just do it in the right field. You have the gray area here where you can have the chat. Just type your name in your message. If you can't do that, please let me know somewhere so that I know that it's not working or something like that, so I can do it or fix it. But if you want to chat, just type your message there. So let's see. She has a tank top in this one. Maybe I should do a... Because this one actually misses the... I want to do tattoos on her, perhaps. I haven't designed the tattoos yet, but I want to do some kind of tattoos. So maybe I can still do the tank top. But let's see, I'm gonna take a new layer actually and just gonna push it like this. I'm gonna push. I want the character to actually become to be actually kind of sexy, but not in the bum bum bum, more like the plump kind of way. It's kind of hard to describe, but I don't want her to be kind of the girly girl. She's gonna be the butch kind of, you don't fuck with me kind of kind of sexy, if you know what I mean. Bum bum bum. And maybe I should do some holsters. Maybe something like that would be cool to have for her in this. she's not gonna be like the military buff kind of like muscles and everything like that, but she's gonna be like, yeah, I can handle myself. You don't have to worry about me. I got myself. And let's see. Here's the body, so I'm gonna put a layer over there and just use white to remove some stuff here to see how it becomes if I remove it, so I can see. As you can see, I'm just trying stuff out. I'm not actually, you know, inking it. I'm just trying stuff out. If it doesn't work, I just redo it and try again, just to get a good feel for the character and the design, to see that everything works. When I feel like I'm close to what I'm actually after, I will start finishing up and stuff like that. But I keep my sketches kinda loose, but kinda actually detailed, because I don't want to do like a second sketch. I know a lot of artists actually says that you should do probably a second one, so you can, like, you know, refine stuff. But I usually just do I try until I get it right, and then I kind of mold it out, and then I just go to the inks. I just skip the whole other process of just refining and stuff, because I kind of feel like I lose some of the momentum in the drawing if I do that. So I kind of try and keeping it very loosely done. I kind of want to do like gun holsters or something over her shoulders, but I don't know if I can do that. And maybe a choker. Let's see if I take a new layer and just try something out here. I will use the white. No white. Let's see. Here we go. And put a choker, which this could be really bad if it doesn't work out. I'm gonna take a bigger brush. Let's see. There we go. Maybe that is a little bit too kinky or something. I don't know. I don't like the choker. I'm gonna remove that. But I want something more. Maybe what does she have? She doesn't have anything right now. Okay, because the shoulders would be kind of. Let's see. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna do the shoulder holsters. Let's see. There is a chance this could become too much like Black Lagoon design, which I want to avoid, because it's kind of the same where I want to go with the character, but at the same time not. Let's see, where do we have the clothes? That's the layer. Okay, so I'm gonna put another layer over that and just gonna give it a little bit of a feel like that. Oops, erased some of the hair. Let's see, there we go. So there we go. And where is the there? Maybe she should have the because I can't do the guns right here because her boobs are kind of big and the arm is like pressing right to it. So if I put a gun here, it's gonna be kind of awkward. So maybe she has the guns on her back or something. But I want to do like a, like shoulder holsters. I want to do something like that, because that would make her a little bit tougher, a little bit cooler, and I think that would help her character. So let's see, we're gonna put a couple of buckles here and a hole and a hole there. There we go. And as you can see, I'm just going over it again and again. I'm trying just to be a little bit more detailed and stuff like that. Because I do want the character to look badass, but at the same time she has to have like a personality, and she can't be just, you know, all badass, because that becomes kind of boring as well. But I want to do this image for Valentine's Day, which is tomorrow, and I want to have like a speech bubble. I'm gonna do a quick little speech bubble so you can see. So I want kind of like a speech bubble here, so that she says something, and she's gonna be saying something like, well, happy fucking Valentine's Day to you too, or something. Something like that. And maybe have some broken hearts in the back, because she is kind of like, you know, not taking shit, and she doesn't believe in the Valentine idea. Which is pretty much what I think. But I wanted to do it because I was actually thinking of doing a girl who was, you know, you giving the finger, but I thought, nah, that would be too much. And I know there are some people who actually like Valentine's Day. I don't get it, but I'm not the audience for it. So, and I want to have. I like that she has the black top, but I'm actually thinking about maybe putting some logo or something on her, because the black just becomes black. It just becomes kind of boring, so I want to do something with that. Let's see, we're gonna do a new layer. Could we do perhaps, oh, this is gonna be kind of become the Punisher girl here almost, but maybe something like, no, that's not gonna work. Could we do perhaps a kind of symbol over here? That kind of feels like nipples almost. I'm not good with the clothes recently. But let's see, we can do this instead. Let's do the, I'm gonna just name it here, because now it's gonna become many layers here. Let's see, I'm gonna just name that boob, like in bubble. And this is the lines. Let's see, I'm gonna do this. I'm actually gonna push together all of these layers, so we can, because it's just a sketch. Remember, it's just a sketch, and I haven't saved anything, so I can always, you know, save it as a copy, so I can always go back if I want to change something. So, but let's see, tattoo. Let's make some temporary tattoos. I had some kind of idea of a skull tentacle thing over here that goes down on her arm here. Something like that, and maybe perhaps maybe some graves or something kind of like that, and arms coming up and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna put in some stuff that may look like a tattoo or something, because I haven't, as I said, designed the tattoo, and I'm not gonna sit here on this art hour and try to do the tattoo design, because it takes a while. I have to, you know, look at references and see what I like and what I don't like, so that I can have it work and not be like just copying something from the internet. And my voice is going away. I was talking a lot last night. I was working late, so yeah. Let's see. Let's have some kind of waves, perhaps, or I don't know. Like I said, I have no quite idea what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to get something. Let's see. I'm just gonna do a fire here just to get the sketch done here. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna try and sit here and do the whole tattoo, but I know I want something with death and pain to do on her arm and stuff like that. Let's see, I'm gonna do one more here. Let's see, something like that perhaps. Hello. My phone is acting up a little bit. Don't know why, but that's just the way it is. As you can hear, I'm tapping the pen, just doing simple stuff. Maybe she could have like a tribal stuff going here, because I want her to have tattoos on her both of her arms. I haven't decided on the body yet how much of tattoos she's gonna have, but perhaps somewhere more private or something like that she could have the tattoos. Like I said, I haven't decided yet, and I probably want it to go a little bit into her front here. And like I said, right now I'm just winging it. I'm just doing a temporary design, which I am later on gonna do fix, and I'm gonna do something else with it. So don't see this as the final result. This is just for me to know that, okay, I'm gonna have stuff here that's gonna be something else later on. So I'm just gonna do these, and that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna lower it a little bit so I know that these are not gonna be like fresh tattoos that, you know, become very dark. I want the tattoos to be something she's had for quite some time. So I'm gonna go with something about that 70 opacity. Let's see, she's gonna have some armbands over here, or maybe I should do the armband. I don't know, armband or these. I haven't decided yet. And then she could have different, you know, styles. She's gonna have the pimp gold watch on her right hand, kind of like, you know, she's kind of like a hitman or a goon. Thank you, King Brown the First. Thank you. Thank you for saying it's cool. I'm trying to make her cool. I'm working on it. But I want her to have, because this is kind of the nice version, I want her to be a little bit more moody, a little bit more like in your face. So let's do I'm gonna put some smoke here. She's gonna have like something like that. Gonna lower it a little bit just to see that. I should do that later with just color perhaps, or maybe I will skip it all together. I don't know. Let's see. We will see how I do it. So now she has the tattoos. She has the. I still want to do something with the t-shirt or the tank top, some kind of motive on it. I haven't decided yet what, or if I should do it. Maybe she could have like, let's see if I could do maybe a slogan or something. I'm just gonna do a word just to see if it's possible to perhaps do just kind of like a word on the tank top. Maybe that could be a thing, that the tank top changes changes what it says on the tank top. I'm gonna do like this so I can also see if the coloring is, or the black is gonna be okay. Oh, okay, I see. I have put some white over there. Then maybe I should put this over top. There we go. I get the blacks. Now, like I said, this is just a sketch. I'm trying stuff out here to just find what works. I do this with every character I try to create. Sometimes I just give up on characters because I feel like, nope, the design doesn't work, and I feel like it's the wrong way to go. Or maybe I change the story and the character isn't needed anymore. But I'm very picky. I love to do the creation of the characters, but sometimes I just get lazy and give up because I'm like, it's too much too much work, and I just become like so picky that I just pick apart the story and the characters and everything. So that's a weakness I have, but I want it to be good. I want it to be like, yeah, that's correct, that's what I want to do, that's what I want to go with. Because I don't want to be like, oh, start, and then I feel like, oh no, the character doesn't work or something. So let's see. Now she has the black like that, but I am gonna try and do the word, just like this. Just gonna try something out here. So we will see if the word is not working. Maybe I have to warp it a little bit more on her chest, but I'm not gonna be like very detailed here. I'm just gonna, so I can see if it feels right, and we're gonna go full black. Yeah, maybe it could work. Maybe. I don't know. If we lower it a little bit, yeah, it kind of works. But let's just keep it black for now, so we can see maybe later. I'm gonna put the word here so I know what it is. And we're gonna type black top, so I get that as well. So let's see, I'm gonna go to the hand over here, and let's see, maybe I should do the rifle. For the rifle, I'm just gonna go very clean. I'm just gonna, because I kind of feel like this is the final image. I do have to, like I said, design the tattoos on her, but the main holder of the character and how she stands and is posed, I am kind of done with. I am gonna try something with her eyes though, because in this she has kind of like just the dark green and then the whites. I'm thinking of trying something like in okay, I'm doing the white, okay, sorry, like in panty and stocking, something like just a circle like that, but maybe that's too much. Let's see here. It kind of works. I just have to move this a little bit because it's supposed to be a little bit more like that. And yes, apply. Let's see, I'm gonna do this a little bit bigger and just put it kind of like that. My voice is very raspy right now. Yeah, it might work. And if I remove it, it looks, yeah, I kind of go with that. I kind of actually don't like the... But what if I do... If I feel it? Let's see. If I feel the iris, or the... Here... If I lose words today, it's because I am very tired. Like I said, I've been up way too much last night, so... yeah, it kind of works. It kind of works. I'm gonna remove it just now because I don't want that to be in the sketch. Let's see. Bubble. We can also small over there. There we go. Nope. I'm gonna wait with saving because I still have some things to do. But I am thinking right now to do some lines, but mainly on the rifle, because the rifle I am not gonna be inking, or let's see, I'm not gonna be sketching over it. I'm just gonna kind of get the let's see, I'm gonna do a new layer and I'm gonna do like this and just go on shapes here. Let's see, maybe a little bit more, and then go with the line. There we go. This is a photo that I took from the internet because I have not done many guns actually, or especially sniper rifles, and I was trying to just find a sniper rifle that kind of looked the way I wanted it to, but I didn't find exactly what I wanted, so I just took this because this one was the closest to what I wanted. I wanted kind of like a big ass kind of like destruction sniper rifle, but this works as well. This works as well. I'm not picky when it comes to sniper rifles. But I probably am gonna have to do a little bit more research on them because I know people are kinda picky when it comes to the guns and armory of stuff. Which kinda scares me a little bit. That people are so into guns and stuff. Let's see here. I'm gonna take this layer and just lower it a bit so I can see more of the... Or maybe just do this, and I'm gonna remove the tattoo and the black top, and okay, Foxy was still there. There we go. So I can just do the gun. Here we go. Oops. Here we go. Sometimes you should do the guns very detailed, and sometimes you kind of have to be a little bit more loose, because sometimes people will recognize the exact rifle or exact gun and stuff like that, and then they will tell you that that is the wrong weapon for certain situations and stuff like that. Like I said, I am not a expert on guns or anything like that, so I just pick the guns and stuff I think looks cool and works for the image, which I probably think a lot of people do, except when it's like, oh, what does the cops use for a kind of gun and stuff like that. As you can see now, I'm just doing the outlines because I'm gonna take a smaller pen or smaller brush size for the details, and I'm not doing too much details here right now because I just want it to be kind of a little bit blocky. I don't need it to be perfect, and I could just do it with hand draw this, but sometimes, you know, the straight lines and stuff just becomes a hassle, and it's just quicker to do it like this. I'm probably gonna do a line like this, and I think the gun goes something like that, and I'm gonna just do a quick extra line there. And let's see, I'm gonna put this there. So what are you drawing today? What are you creating today? If you want to ask me any questions about drawing or stuff, just ask me in the chat. I will answer as good as I can. Now let's see, do I want this part? Because this looks kind of funky to me. I'm gonna do a modification here because I don't kind of like this part. So I'm just gonna go something like this perhaps. And just, maybe not, because, wait a minute, the hand goes like that. So I can't do that kind of modification. No, I'm just gonna do it like this then. I'm gonna give it a kind of like that perhaps. Yeah, maybe something like that. This is always the issue with guns. How much do you draw and what do you not draw? Let's see, now we're gonna go in for some details. I'm gonna lower the brush size and just go. Maybe it doesn't look much of a change, but it's enough to make it look that there are smaller lines. And some of these I am gonna do by hand because you can't do it. You can't do it with these straight lines. Here we go. Some things do need to be curved, but this is just me being lazy and not want to draw the exact details of the gun, or the rifle, I should say. Mainly because it is a lot of things to draw, and I kind of hate when it's so much detail. Sometimes I just want to do like a black silhouette and just draw it like that. But you know, people will be like, hey, why don't you draw the detail? Where's the mag and stuff like that? So it's kind of hard to avoid sometimes. And I don't want to be like too much details either, because the thing is that it's a real gun, so or a real rifle, so sometimes you have to be a little bit careful what you draw and what you don't draw. I'm gonna go like this. Boom, 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 boom. I have posterized this image, if you're wondering why it looks like it does, because I just wanted to see the lesser details of it, so I can just do that and not be forced to draw every detail of this gun. And some things are gonna be off. I want it to be not perfect, I want it to be a little bit off and a little bit wrong, because it actually sometimes you can do it too perfect and get kind of like a bad version of it, because it looks too perfect, and then you look at the character or something like that and it looks better than because now every line here is pretty much like perfect, and it shouldn't be, because the human eye can always spot if it's like too perfect, and they will call you out on it. Let's see here, I'm gonna do some of this, and as you can see, it takes time, but sometimes you have to, invest the time in drawing, because sometimes it actually is a good thing to push the time and everything, so you can actually get a good result. Details always gets more views or better art, so it says. And I know some people are like, oh, but that takes too much time. But yeah, okay. But then you're never gonna get better at it. You're never gonna get the really good drawings and stuff like that, because you have to sometimes actually, you know, put some time into it. And I know a lot of pros put like 8 hours in just to like the character and stuff like that. And even then, I go as well, like, oh, that's too much time, I need to draw more, so I need to like find a way to make it way faster than that, because sometimes if you are way too much into a drawing, I feel like you lose the spontaneous side of it, or the flow of it. And I know a lot of artists actually, you know, says that some artists do the 2 or 3 sketches, refinings and stuff like that, and then they ink, and then they do another inking, and I'm like, no, that's too much, because my mind is already kind of, when I'm doing the inking, I'm already kind of thinking about the next drawing, so it's kind of, I want the sketch to be kind of as close to the final as possible. So if I do the inking another day, I can just go and like, oh, I was thinking this, because I can see it in the sketch. And I usually divide my my time. People are like asking me, how can you do this and that and just not, you know, get tired? And I'm like, I do the sketch. That's the first step of it. And if I'm done and I feel like it's good, I save it, and then I can just any day pick it up and start, you know, inking and stuff like that. Let's see, I'm thinking about doing kind of just blacks here, and maybe hide it in some shadows over here, and just have these kind of grays sticking out here and there. That could be a perhaps good way to solve not doing all the details. So yeah, I kind of have a system going where how I do my drawings, and remember, you know, everyone has their own way of doing stuff. It doesn't have to be kind of like everyone says, or I mean, the guides and the tutorials on YouTube is kind of like their way of doing it, and it's good that they show, because sometimes you can perhaps, you know, get an idea of what to do, but sometimes you have to find it for yourself, because sometimes their way of doing it is not your way of doing it, if you get my drift. Because sometimes you have to do things differently. Not everyone can do it the same way, and there isn't a wrong or a right way anyway. So so just remember that there are no wrong ways to do it. It's just sometimes you can get just, you know, get help or inspiration on how to do it, and maybe some of their methods work for you, and some of them perhaps don't. But like I said, there is no right or wrong in drawing. I know there are a lot of people who sometimes wish there were rules, or tries to make rules for it, but I've seen always people who are popular always kind of like break the rules and everything. So take it for what you want, but I say there is no right or wrong when it comes to doing art or drawing. I mean, we have webcomics with you know, like stick figures, and they are popular as hell. And we have the very good art comics, and they are not as popular. So sometimes it's the writing, sometimes it's the art, and sometimes it's just, you know, something else. But there are no right or wrongs, not in my world at least. If you want to have, you know, rules and right and wrongs, that's up to you. But to me, I feel like everyone can do what they want. It's not someone's place to say this is right and this is wrong, because yeah. Sometimes I've even seen, you know, like pros where I'm like, no, that's wrong. You can't do it like that because that's not the way it's supposed to be. And I could be wrong, I could be right, and it's just a matter of taste. It's kind of like, you know, a movie could be good in someone's eyes, and in someone else's eyes, it's a terrible movie. So, yeah. And art is one of those subjects where you actually can't just say, no, this is textbook wrong or right. I mean, I know there are people who put rules and say this is right and this is wrong, and I think that's kind of stupid, because that's like saying, okay, this music is right, this music is wrong. And I'm like, yeah, how can you actually say that? Because it's a matter of opinion and taste. Sure, there could be some kind of rules and stuff like that, but I mean, look at the kind of like the Transformers movies. I don't think they're good story wise or acting wise, but they do make money and people go see them time after time after time after time. So is the Transformers actually a bad movie, or is it just not a movie for me? So there are those kind of things you have to think about. And I can feel how my voice is getting raspier and more disappearing. Let's see, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to kind of block the dark parts, so I can get some kind of. Let's see, I'm gonna actually take a brush now and go just. I'm not gonna do the jagged edge here. I think people will understand, because that is too much detail for me to do. At least for this image, where I am not 100% sure of the character and the design, to the point where I feel like, yeah, this is how it's gonna be. Oh dear Lord. Let's see, I'm gonna put that again. Let's see, I'm gonna go up. No, I actually twisted it. God damn it. There we go. And I'm gonna do this like a more darker edged, like that. Something like that. Yeah, that would be good. I think I have all the. I'm gonna do some. Let's see. I'm gonna take the 10. I'm gonna do it like that, and I'm gonna put that there, just to get some elements that gets it to be not too much linear and drawn, so it becomes a little bit imperfect. Sometimes you have to have a little bit imperfection in the drawing, so you don't get too stale and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do the numbers and stuff like that, because it's gonna be so small anyway, so you can't see stuff like that, and also because I'm too lazy to draw it. I just want to get the kind of gun done, or the rifle, and I'm gonna do a quick trigger here. So there we go. And I think we have our gun. Let's see, now I have to put, oh, I missed something here. Let's see, boom, and I'm gonna go like that. Gonna put that there. And let's do a easy shadow like that. Put something like that, and there we go, go, and go. Like that. And I think we are done. Something like that. I'm just gonna put one more shadow there. I miss sometimes a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. So let's see. I'm gonna put some X's where the shadows are supposed to be. Let's see. Yes, there's a shadow there. I'm gonna put a shadow there. There. Yes. Yes. Shadow. Shadow. I'm not gonna leave this. These are gonna be X's. Yes. I do an X because that's where the shadows are gonna be. And I'm gonna go a little bit like this. There we go. So I can get X there, and I'm gonna do a little bit kind of like that, so we get a little bit heavier. Just trying to, you know, refine it a little bit. There we go. Put some X there, and I'm gonna do kind of like that, and put X, X, X there. I'm gonna have this. Yeah, let's do it something like that. Just put some X's all over the place. Yes. X, X, yes, X there. There we go. I think we have the most of it in X. Let's see. Yes, that's gonna be an X. And there we go. So now we have that. I'm gonna remove the actual rifle, and we're gonna put back the, let's see, nope, that was that. The Foxy could be back. Nope, Foxy can get away. Let's see, I'm gonna back up so I can see what I have. Let's see, there we go. And this one does nothing, okay. So I kinda have to fix the hand for her to kind of grasp the rifle, because I just did a temporary hand. So we're gonna go in and not do the pink. We're gonna do back to a sketchy brush. So let's see, the hand could be like that. She's gonna have to have the let's see, I'm gonna have to push the palm a little bit. When you're trying to do someone who grips or, you know, grasps something, I always try to look at my hand and grasp something of equal size or something similar, so I can see if I'm like way off, or if I'm doing it kind of wrong with the hand and stuff like that, so I can see if I'm very off base or something. I'm gonna go and let's see, where's the gun there? So there we have pretty much the hand. Let's see, and the rifle goes all the way there, so I don't have to do. Okay, so I can do pretty much a little bit like this, just to, so I can see where the rifle is actually covering. Oh, now I went too far. Let's see, there. and there, because this is gonna cover that. And let's see, and the tattoo, same thing there, just gonna go a little bit like that, and just easy erasing some of the rifle things. Here we go, there and there. So yeah, I think maybe I should do the hand a little bit bigger. I'm not quite sure, because I want the finger to be able to be in the guns where the trigger is. So I don't want to make it too big as well, because that's not very ladylike. But like I said, I'm just trying stuff. I'm exploring, trying to figure out some stuff here. We are almost out of time. It's a couple of things left to be said. I'm gonna work on this, keep doing it. Maybe I will be able to finish this tomorrow. If I get it done, you can see it at my Instagram, which is Ebbe Waxin, EBBEWAXIN. Or if you want to find me on social media, you can follow me at, or find me at ebbevaccine.com. You have the address on the lower right of the video, where you can find me. If you are watching this on YouTube, my YouTube channel, the3bx, also you can find the channel on ebbevaccine.com. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, but you can't be here on the live stream, please leave a comment below. And as always, I will always stream on Saturdays, 6 to 7 nighttime, Swedish time. So I don't know what that is in other countries, but you can probably find it if you Google it. But have a nice Saturday, and I hope to see you the next time in the chat. Always glad to have you. Always gonna answer if you have any questions, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.